All right. So today we're going to talk about how to create your very first email marketing campaign. So email marketing is one of the best ways to keep in contact with your customer. And even furthermore, turning an actual potential lead into a customer by continuing to deliver them content that'll make them want to buy. So if you already have an idea of what you're selling or you're doing affiliate marketing, you need to use email marketing. The bigger the list, the higher chance you have to make these sales on a daily basis. So we're going to cover exactly what tech to use, how to set up your first campaign, and some other things you can do to maximize your email marketing efforts. So we're going to focus on step one, picking your ESP. Your ESP is your email marketing service provider. And so you cannot send emails from just a Gmail account or your Outlook or your personal email. You need a software that can collect these leads and send them out for you on your behalf. So today we're going to dive into it. We're going to look at a few before we go into the actual setup process. So if you're a new business, then this one right here called GetResponse, it's a very good platform. I used to use it a while ago. If you're a new business or you're a creator, coach, service provider, consultant, this is a great platform to use. Very affordable, as you can see from the plans down here. And they actually have a pretty good affiliate program too, where it's not only a monthly commissions, you can actually do a bounty program. I think they pay out $100 per sign. And if you work it the right way, you can actually have a free account just by promoting it as an affiliate and using it at the same time. The next one I'm going to cover is Klaviyo. If you're running a Shopify or an e-commerce store and you're only focused on email marketing, the Klaviyo is a very good resource. I've used it for clients. I've helped clients build campaigns from Klaviyo. It's definitely a great way to maximize the email experience of your potential customer. This next one is ConvertKit. If you're a creator and you just need a simple landing page set up with some email marketing, ConvertKit is also a very good platform for that. So I definitely recommend using it. Last but not least, I suggest Libreeze. Now we're going to go to today's lesson using Libreeze only because it's going to give you the most bang for your buck. It's around the same price as the others. Plus, it has a lot of email integration, text, calling, things of that nature. So we're going to show you how to use email marketing with Libreeze to get you the best result possible when it comes to your email marketing. So the very first thing you need to do is go to Libreeze and create an account. Once you create your account, you need to scroll down on the left-hand side and scroll down to where you see automation. When you're doing email marketing, you can do it in two ways. You can actually send an entire email to your list or to a segmented part of your list, or you can create something I like to call an email sequence. These sequences are developed where someone takes advantage of your free offer. You're going to continue to send them emails so they can understand more about you, your brand, and your product or service. First, we're going to build one together, and then we're going to show you what one of my sequences look like so you can get an idea of the campaign. So first I go to create workflow. And once I'm in workflow, I can actually pick from a pre-made campaign or start from scratch so that you can get an idea of how to do it from a beginner standpoint. We're just going to connect one of our campaigns and use it to create the workflow. So select initial nurture and then create workflow. So step one is adding a new workflow trigger. Now, a workflow trigger is the initial action that's needed to allow the other actions to progress. So they're not just going to get these random emails from nowhere. They need to be filling out the form that's going to be in your landing page. So I'm going to go here to add new trigger. Then I'm going to type in the word form. I have form right here. And then it's going to have form submitted. Then you go to add filter and you select the form you want to actually use. So as of right now, as soon as somebody fills out this form, then they get the initial email. This email should be the delivery of the freebie that they asked for. So when you use email marketing, you have to set up something called a landing page. And the landing page is just going to promote your free item or product and have the form they can fill out to access it. So that can be a free checklist, training, webinar, whatever that may be. They fill that out and then they get this next email. You can create your emails down in here. Now, what should you be writing? This is going to be a question I get a lot. What do you write in these emails? So when you're creating email sequences, your first email should be the delivery/welcome. So you're going to give them what they asked for, that freebie, that checklist, that link to that specific thing. And then the next line, you're going to give information about yourself. Very briefly, because this is what they subscribe for, so you don't want to overload them with information, but you're going to create a cadence like, hi, my name is Rob. I like doing XYZ. I've been doing it for X amount of years, and I know this is going to really help you get the results you need. Boom. And you keep it short and simple, just like this. So as you move on, the next email, so as you move on, we want to create a wait step. So you're going to hit wait, and then we're going to select one day. When I make email sequences, I like when somebody gets them every single day up to a certain point. Now, a good sequence doesn't have to be very long. My average, I run mine for between 5 to 7 emails, but everyone is different. Their sales process is different. So if you're just starting out, I recommend doing 5 and then growing from there. So here I selected one day, and now they're going to get their next email. So in the second email, what should you write? Now, this is going to set the tone because now you've given them the delivery. You do not want to immediately start asking and start trying to get attention to your offer right away. This is your trust building scenario where you want them to know, like, and trust you. To do that, you have to continue to give free value, and you can create value in many ways. 2 ways that you can use it in relation to your offer is either showing a testimonial or writing out a small story. Remember, you want to paint the picture that you understand exactly where your ideal client or customer is coming from, and you want to show them you understand the transformation and you're the right person for that. So once you create those things, you put them in email, you're going to have someone that's ready to listen, understand exactly what you're offering and how it can help. And again, we make sure we have that wait step where it's 24 hours, and then we have our third email. Now, this email is what I call a touch point email. You can use this to really deliver an insane amount of value by referencing other content you have elsewhere. So if you have a YouTube channel, you can reference several videos you have already to, again, reinforce the fact that you're an expert. If you don't have a YouTube channel, then you can always send them to pieces of content you have on other channels. So if you're on Instagram, you can refer to a LinkedIn article. If you're on TikTok, you can give a link to your story highlights on Instagram. You just need to make sure you're doing cross-platform promotion because 1 is going to increase your own following and your own audience, and 2, you're going to look a lot more credible and show you can create content that's going to hit them in different ways. So again, we have that wait step, email. Now, if you're doing a 5 email sequence, this is where you want to introduce the offer. You want to highlight it, not in a way where it's solely talking about its features. What do I mean by that? Apple AirPods do a great job. Apple AirPods don't list the style, the color, how long you can listen, the battery, or how long you listen, or the battery life. They purely say Apple AirPods so you can enjoy hands-free listening. This is not a feature, this is a benefit. So you want to use this time to go into the benefits of the offer as you give the details. Remember, we want to have that transformational message to make them want to take advantage of our offer. So in this last email, you can use several different marketing strategies. A lot of people use FOMO, fear of missing out, or you can use a limited time strategy. This is going to create some allure around the offer and make the person come to a decision fairly quickly. And this works no matter the industry. Doesn't matter if you're selling services or products. Using some type of time-sensitive or limited quantity strategy makes things move a little quicker. And so that's how you create an email sequence. So that's your first way of really using email marketing to level up and really build that trust with your ideal customer. Now we're going to talk about method number 2. You're going to go to the marketing section and then go to emails. So let's say somebody goes through your entire email sequence and they take 0 action, which happens. So the idea is to not forget about those people. You want to regularly send emails out to your list. And now I'm going to show you how. So once you go to campaigns, you want to go to create campaign. Then you can start from scratch. So most email service providers and a lot of these email builders are going to be drag and drop builders. And so as you see from here, you have your text. You would click this and you would edit your text right here. Now, the cool thing about Libris, you can actually have the content AI help you make email content if you're struggling. So let's see what type of content we want to create. I want to say a promotional title. Let's just say we're talking about business growth. Then write a brief description. So after you create your description, you want to add some keywords. And then let's say you want to create the tone. So you can pick any type of tone, funny, casual, excited, professional, witty, sarcastic. Let's go with excited. Select the number of variations, which means how many types of messages you're going to get. Then click generate. And so here is going to generate you a few emails. Now, let me be honest for a second. I completely love the function of AI. However, you should not just copy and paste AI generated responses into your business, into your wording, whether that's blog, captions, newsletters, or emails. If you're not a good copywriter, then for one, you should be studying on how to get better, or two, take some of the ideas in the emails and improve them. Trust me, your audience is going to know whether it's you or some type of programming writing these emails for you. They sound very robotic and sometimes lifeless. I'm going to drop a link to a few copywriting books in the description. I don't get paid by any way. These are just resources I know that help me get better. And so I think they'll help you as well. So let's say you just decide to take this. You'll paste it here and then hit continue. And then it'll drop the email right in here. So now you have your very first email message. So the next steps, you want to send. Now you want to select your from email. Now you can send it in many different ways. You can send now, you can schedule it, or you can batch schedule. Now the main difference is scheduling I would automatically go with, so that way you can kind of bulk schedule your emails. Let's say you want to send 3 out this month, but you got a lot of free time on like in one part of the day. That can be the day you create content, you schedule all your emails. That way, boom, it's done. You don't have to worry about it ever again for the month. So that's going to be my way of scheduling your emails and making sure things get sent out on time. Here you will put your subject line. Now some great subject line tips: make sure things are either between 3 to 5 words, no more than 20 characters, and emojis are a very good way to put some personality into the subject line. My last tip is actually putting the person's name, and let's see what that looks like on paper. So if we go here to this tag, go to contact, we go to first name, then the person's first name will be populated into this field. So first name, I have a surprise. Now recipients, when you're using lead briefs, you can create something called smart lists. Smart lists are segments of your bigger list. You never want to send an email to your entire list all the time because people could be in your ecosystem for different reasons. For me, I know people who follow me purely for email marketing advice. Other people for automation. So I'm not going to send an email about email marketing to the people who just want automation. They're not going to like that too much. So I segment the list and I break them up by interest. You can break lists up by interest. You can break them up by habit. You can break them up on actions they take in your emails. Tons of things. So this is going to allow you to, again, be laser focused with your market. So we're going to put send a smart list, and then you can pick a smart list and then schedule appropriately. So by now you have your email sequence set up and you have your actual email blast going out. Remember, email marketing is a non-negotiable way to make sure you stay in business. As a business owner, you only own 2 things: your intellectual property and your customer contact list. So making sure you're feeding people content on a consistent basis will make you top of mind. There are people that work with us that may come into our email list in like October and they won't take any action until May. It happens. So you never want to just let those people fall to the wayside. So having these automations and a good email marketing campaign set up is going to get you the best results possible. Again, my name is Rock. Thanks for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one.